Hi, Caspar, the 9th of May 2019. Tasting quite an unusual Spanish white wine here. We're in sort of south central western Spain, in a pretty out of the way neck of the woods, and fairly unusual grape variety. This is a 2018 Cayetana Blanca from a winery about which I know nothing, called Martínez Payva. Cayetana Blanca, Jancis Robinson's wine grapes, but it's described as a lesser quality widespread Spanish grape variety. And interestingly, when I was in Ribera del Duero at the end of last year, we were in the vineyard with Jesus Sastre of Sastre, and he makes a fantastic white wine there called Flavus, which is really remarkable value and quite extraordinarily good. He had thought it was one grape variety. I can't remember what he was thinking it was, but he's now kind of almost decided that it is actually Cayetana Blanca. And if it can make a wine that good, I can't believe it is entirely a lesser quality grape variety. But let's have a look at this one. Pretty colour. It's really positive but pale greenish lemon colour. It looks really good in the glass, I must say. Let's give it a sniff. Goodness me, gosh. Well, there's a lot of things going on in there. It's a very dense nose. It's not necessarily massively aromatic, but it's got a real density of lively flavours and lively aromas, and it's really quite hard to describe. It's got a slight varnishy note, which is not unpleasant. It sounds very unpleasant, and also sort of acetone quality to it, but dense fruit. It's sort of almost like fermenting pineapple. It smells like it, and sort of yellow pears when they've just gone slightly too ripe and start smelling a bit boozy. Bit of rhubarb maybe. Bit of lime as well. Do you know what? It's really hard to describe this nose. It's not really like anything I think that I've smelled before. Let's taste it. Well, dense nose, dense palate as well. It's got masses of flavour in there. It's almost slightly off dry, actually. I would say there would be a tiny bit of residual sugar in there. But a firm, appley acidity that keeps the whole thing fresh and clean. And again, a hint of pear drop, which I think is a cold ferment aroma. So I think they probably fermented this at 16, 17 degrees to keep the aroma, to keep it nice and fresh. And it finishes on these sort of nippy, spicy, slightly earthy texture in its structure. Nicely long thing. A most unusual wine. It's not like something you'd encounter every day, I must say. As I say, some of the aromas I don't recall smelling before. I think this is the wine you can get really cold. I think straight out of the fridge is going to do no, because it has such presence, such density and concentration, and it has a great density of aroma as well. Sort of deep spiciness in there too. Almost sort of ivy leaf quality going on. It's most unusual. I think in some ways it might be a bit of a crowd pleaser. It's certainly a very easy wine to like, although it's 14% alcohol, so probably shouldn't sit around drinking it in the sunshine too much without a hat on. But I think that's a daily drinker, because I think people will find that absolutely fascinating, as I do. And what kind of food? Crikey, try it out. Salads. I don't really know. Suggestions on a postcard, please. But I think you'll be tasting it fairly soon. There we are. That's been 2018 Cayetana Blanca Solo. I can see on the label there from the Bodegas Martínez Payva in western Spain, but really unusual, out of the way Spanish white, and what's that if not a daily drinker? I'm liking it.